All right, guys, we got Bitcoin coming in at 34,466, so we're still in that range. Bitcoin just does not want to get above 35,000. We got some altcoins pumping. XRP back up to 60 cents, or I should say up to 60 cents. We've been talking about XRP on this channel for a while now. While I'm not a big fan of it, I've said it's going to be a big pumper. Solana pumping like crazy, and we're going to talk about that probably most of the episode today. Cardano under 30 cents, not what we want to see. I think Solana is stealing Cardano's thunder for the short term. Basically, this is going to be a short video, but it's essentially don't get caught up in the hype of chasing coins that are pumping, mainly that being Solana. You got all the big YouTubers right now. All the big YouTubers right now pumping Solana. Here's Ben from, BitBoy just last year talking about how shitty Solana was when it was crashing and how much of a scam it is. And then here he is 3 days ago talking about how it's the next 100x altcoin. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, guys. You got Rand Nooner right here. All he's been talking about is Solana for the last month, but he was the biggest pumper of Luna. He was begging you, just like he's doing right now with Solana, is what he was doing with Luna last year. I mean, just listen to him talking about Luna. And it goes to zero.
Luna. I think it's the best token out there. I think it's, to me, the most innovative token. It's one of a kind doing what they're doing. It's got network effects. It's got very smart people behind it. And so if someone said to me, listen, of the top 10 tokens in your portfolio, which one would you put more money into, which one you think is the best? I would say that I think Luna is the best.
So there you go, guys. Like, he's like the number one shiller of Solana right now. But he was also shilling you UST, Luna, Celsius, BlockFi, every scam in the book. And yes, Solana is a scam. It's a centralized scam. Just because something pumps doesn't mean it's not a scam. I mean, Solana right now at $42. They got their conference going on right now. I don't care if Solana goes to $1,000 tomorrow. You have to be a lunatic to be buying Solana right now after this 30% pump it's had over the last week. It's just ridiculous. Solana always does this. Solana always pumps during its conference. Every single time, except maybe for last year because of everything that happened with Sam Bankman-Fried. But every year before that, Solana pumps during its conference, then of course it dumps. Eventually, people are going to take their money out of Solana and put it into something else. So if you bought Solana at $12, $8, $15, whatever, you need to be taking some serious profits right now. That doesn't mean Solana is not going to go higher. I don't know. Maybe it'll go to $1 million for all I know. But I know it's a scam. I know it's the number one held Sam Bankman-Fried coin. They even call it the Sam coin. Here's an article right here. Solana, sometimes referred to as the Sam coin, due to its strong ties with Sam Bankman-Fried, witnessed a rapid rise in popularity and value thanks to significant investments and promotions by Sam Bankman-Fried. However, the collapse of FTX in November raised questions about the sustainability of Solana. The Solana ecosystem was significantly affected by the collapse of the exchange. Of course, because the only reason Solana is able to pump, one, it's not a decentralized project like Cardano. They turn it on. It's essentially a database. They turn it on. It can process millions of transactions because it's not decentralized. They control it 100%. Even an article came out last month of Caroline Ellison talking about how they could turn it off and on to manipulate the price. Every time the blockchain on Solana goes into a bull market, which we're probably going to see happen in the next couple of months, they have outages. Every month there's an outage and people can't get out of it. It's like it's proven itself to not only be a scam, but be a shitty coin. Yes, can shitty, scammy coins pump? Yes, they pump all the time. Okay, here's an article. Unpacking Solana's surge in the shadow of Bitcoin rally. The significant growth in TVL driven by large Marinade Finance highlights Solana's potential, but it also raises questions about its reliance on a few major protocols. Bitcoin's rally beyond 34,000 has ignited a DeFi surge, with Solana leading the charge. But what does this mean for the DeFi market as a whole? Total value locked TVL, a key metric indicating platform popularity, shows a significant 26% increase in Solana's TVL. Of course, well, Cardano's TVL is up like 50% over the last year. Solana is not pumping because of TVL. It's pumping because scammers are on YouTube telling you to buy it, just like they were doing last year, just like they were doing with Luna and all the other scams. And the main catalyst, Marinade Finance, a staking protocol that experienced a staggering 180% TVL surge in October alone. But is this growth sustainable? Is Solana's reliance on a few major protocols a cause for concern in the volatile crypto landscape? Okay. And of course, the answer is the reason Solana is dangerous. One, you have all the scammers in the world promoting it. Everybody behind Solana is a big used car salesman. It's essentially a pump and dumper. And I've been saying since day one, you can definitely make money with Solana. But being 100% centralized and not decentralized, one person controls all of Solana, meaning one person just can turn it off whenever they want. One person can manipulate the price by causing outages. It's a complete scam. Solana outage triggers ballistic reaction from the community, from the crypto community. As the Solana network suffers another setback, crypto community members went on the social media to express various concerns, even comparing the blockchain to other projects like Ethereum and Bitcoin. On February 25th, the Solana network faced performance degradation issues, resulting in transaction disruptions, leading validators to opt for a network restart. Seemingly tired of the same old story, community members expressed themselves on Twitter, with some even questioning Solana as a top cryptocurrency. This was back in this was back in February. Solana is down for a coordinate restart. A tech issue was throttling transactions, and the blockchain started to unexpectedly fork. Guys, you're playing with fire with Solana. They're only going to be able to shut Solana down and turn it back on and restart it so many times before people catch on that it's complete shit. So I think what you're seeing right now with Solana, like I said, here's BitBoy right here, talking about the downfall of Solana just last year, basically calling it a shit coin. And 3 days ago, now it's the next 100x gem. These guys are all scammers. That's why I've been telling you. BitBoy, Ben Armstrong, giant scammer. Crypto Rand Nooner, giant scammer. Everything he's touched and promoted to you has gone to zero. That's a fact. Solana went to $8 from $250 like last year. That's a complete failure. Now, all the venture capitals who are into Solana, all the VCs, they're trying to pump Solana again because they want to get out of it and they want to dump their bags. So I see bad things happening for Solana. Could Solana pump a little bit more? Yeah, I mean, it's pumped a lot. They got the conference going on right now. Like I said, it always pumps the conference. Cardano has its conference in a couple days, so I would expect Cardano to pump during its conference as well. But if you're like watching all these crypto YouTubers right now thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be buying Solana right now, guys, you are going to be in for a world of hurt. Even just on like a chart basis, on an investing basis, even if Solana wasn't a scam, say Solana is like the next best thing, still buying it right now when it's gone from $28 to $42 in a couple weeks, that's insane. And right now, there's a lot of dumb money buying Solana. And like I said, it doesn't matter if Solana goes to $100 and you bought it right now and it keeps going up. You're playing with fire. That's my point. Why do you want to play with fire when all you have to do is buy something like Theta, Cardano, Litecoin, even XRP is probably still a buy. All you have to do is buy a regular old project and just wait another 6 months and it's probably going to 10, 15x. So yeah, Solana's a good trader. Maybe it'll get back up to $200 during the bull run. I don't know, but eventually all the whales, all the shillers on Solana are going to dump on you. There's going to be a big outage. Something's going to happen. FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, they're going to find a way to dump on you. All I see right now going on with Solana is all the big money that holds it, all the scammers that hold it are trying to pump it up so they can dump it on you. And that's just my personal opinion on Solana. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe Solana will go to $1 million, but I don't like it. It's always been a shitty project. Always. It's always pumped by the same people. Rand Nooner, BitBoy, go down the list. It's always the same scammers. You know, Rand Nooner's entire channel, all of his shows on his channel throughout the years have been just dedicated to pumping Luna and Solana. They go hand in hand. One day it's Luna, one day it's Solana, back and forth. Well, now Luna's zero, so now it's just Solana. But these guys are monsters. They're monsters, and just don't fall for it. That's all I'm going to say on that. All right, let's see what else is going on. Also, you got Theta pumping. Theta's up to 73 cents. Theta, anything under $1 is good for Theta. I know a lot of people are talking about a 20 cents Theta. Oh my God, Theta's going to zero. No, 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 no. Theta's going to be $15, $20 by this time next year, guys. I don't care what anybody says. Theta's doing the same thing it always does. If San Francisco wasn't such a shithole under Democrat leadership, because let's be honest, it's a shithole. Actually, Elon Musk was talking about San Francisco later and said it's like a zombie apocalypse. Because I have family who lives in San Francisco. I would actually visit Theta headquarters. I would love it. I would actually make a YouTube video of it, but I'm not even going near San Francisco, thanks to Democrats. But San Francisco-based company, MIT guys, like Theta, I'm just so happy that I've been buying Theta under $1. It's going to definitely be one of my top performers. You should be buying Theta right now and not Solana. I mean, it sickens me to see what's happening with Solana. It really does. Because I've seen this game before with all these scammers pumping it, and it never ends well. So yeah, I mean, like I said, here's BitBoy talking about Solana. This is a year ago, BitBoy shitting on Solana.
To when the problems began. The reason it was so fast and so cheap was because the transactions were pretty centralized. Decentralization was not prioritized on the network. And this is the tricky thing about blockchains. The decentralization part is what makes the user experience slow, clunky, expensive, and complicated. But yet, the decentralization is the number one thing that makes this technology valuable. And it wasn't long before Solana started reaping what it sowed when it came to its lack of prioritization on decentralization. The low costs of fees on the network made it easy for spam and bots to infiltrate what they had built. And when these bot attacks occurred, the Solana developers likened them to DDoS attacks on Solana. In some cases, these bots would manage to shut down the entire blockchain for hours, something that's obviously unacceptable in the world of crypto that's supposed to be 24/7. Now, there are other rumors for what was going on when the blockchain would go down, but hopefully we'll be able to address that in a later video. But shutdowns like this...
And those rumors are what Caroline Ellison mentioned in court last month, that they were fucking with the blockchain so they can manipulate the price. Of course, when the blockchain goes down, you can't do transactions on the blockchain. So yeah, this is a BitBoy video he made last year when Solana was crashing, because he goes whichever way the wind blows. But this is the truth about Solana. This is the truth.
They're extremely dangerous for networks, especially because some people have open trades on leverage on DeFi platforms and applications built on the network. If the market's volatile and they're unable to exit their positions, they could end up getting liquidated, and this happened all the time during these pauses. Of course, then we get into the real connections between Solana and FTX. You see, despite all these problems, the Solana price, it kept thriving throughout the entire bull market. And now we understand why. It was due to market manipulation from SBF, FTX, and Alameda, which is all basically...
So you guys understanding right now that just because Sam Bankman-Fried now is kind of out of the picture, but he's really not. Just because FTX went under, there's still a lot of other people behind Solana, a lot of big players. Think of your biggest players in crypto, and I always go back to it. Rand Neuner, he has one of the biggest crypto channels. Even when Sam Bankman-Fried was pumping Solana, he was pumping it as well. They're all in cahoots, these guys. You know, that's the benefit of having a YouTube channel based out of South Africa. Rand Neuner runs a YouTube channel based out of South Africa. Let's be honest. Like, if you've ever been to South Africa, you wear a bulletproof vest every time you leave your house. There's no running water half the time. It's a third world shithole. It's actually one of the biggest failure white-run countries in the world. It's like in America, we laugh at it. You know, Rand Neuner likes to talk about how shitty America is, but he's a multimillionaire, and he lives in a $1 million condo in South Africa, and the power is always going down. They have a backup generator. South Africa is one of the worst places on earth. Like, I'd rather live in Iraq. Like, at least there's parts of Iraq that aren't that bad. There's parts of Iran that aren't that bad. South Africa is a complete shithole. But he's able to broadcast and shill his Solana, shill his Luna, shill his UST without having to worry about US regulators. So that's what's going on with Solana. And then, of course, 3 days ago, look at BitBoy. 100x altcoin for your portfolio. Will Solana 100x? Will Solana lead to the 2024 bull run? So these guys, the problem with the problem with Ben Armstrong is he's just a crackhead. He's all over the place. Like, he can't concentrate on one thing. So while last year Solana was a scam, this year, oh, it's not a scam anymore because it's going up in price. Yeah, guys, a lot of scams go up in price. I want you to understand that. Just because something's pumping. Do you realize how many penny stocks I've bought that turned out to be scams that 100x'd in a year? And then a year later, the founder goes to jail? I mean, like, it happens all the time. So Solana will be the next Luna. Will it happen tomorrow, next week, next year, going into the bear market? It will be the next Luna. Can you make a lot of money with it? Absolutely. Solana will make millionaires. It's already made millionaires. Will it go up to its all-time high of $200? Maybe, maybe not. But it's literally going to the casino, pulling that lever, and just praying that the whales like Rand Nooner and FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison and all their friends don't dump it on you during this upcoming pump. And like I said, guys, one of the reasons Solana's pumping is because they have their summit right now. The Cardano summit is in 2 days. It's going to be in Dubai. Here's the website right here. They're selling tickets for it. They got a lot of stuff going on. I'm sure Charles Hoskinson will be speaking, but they got a full schedule. It's going to be big, and I totally expect, as long as Bitcoin's pumping, I expect Cardano to be pumping a little bit, and you'll probably see Solana deflating in price at that point. But if the shillers can keep pumping Solana, maybe it has some more room left to go. But for me, I'd much rather be in a non-scammy project like Cardano than Solana. When I've seen the damage and the people get wrecked in Solana and Luna and all these scams that these scammers on YouTube have been pumping to you, and no more, I'm not playing that game anymore. So just realize, if you're in Solana, you're in a centralized scam. You can make money with it. It does pump. Great. Congratulations. But in the end, it's going to zero. All right, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.